Fox, you walked a little bit closer, so I'm assuming we're ready? Yes? Outstanding. Take a few steps back. Put 2 rows on me.
Wake up, folks! Wake up! He's the head of the formation.
Not columns, not columns.
Guys, rows.
6 people, 6 people. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Do I have my nomenclature up backwards then? What if I said 2 lines?
Oh man, that would have been confusing. That would have been really confusing.
Okay, from where I'm standing, go horizontal in 2 lines. Apparently my terminology is backwards.
1, 2.
Because the last time I said lines, they did what you did, so I switched it to rows, and that's what you did. So, all right. Back row, take a step back for us. We're going to do a safety check here. Okay. For those of you returning, great. For those of you that are new, welcome. This event has been cut in half without my input whatsoever, which basically means I have the same amount of teams and half the time to do it. So less jokes and less personable on my part. Let's get down to it. We're going to do a little administrative stuff, get you briefed and get you launched. So, prohibited equipment. Do we have any steel handcuffs? Yes, no? All right. Any steel cuffs, take them out, give them to your advisor, or sit them on my table. Heavy flashbangs, knives, Leatherman tools. If we have airsoft, magazines have to be out. They will be safety checked.
Out during the entire scenario?
Out.
You want an advisor to hold on to them? Or
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. They can't be on your person.
Just throw them on the table there.
On the table.
Throw them on the table, he said.
Oh.
Hey, even my carry mag here, don't it?
No, that's good. He's just saying not in the weapon. Hey, if you're dumping your gas mask, dump it here. And that's how I'm going to tell this one tomorrow. What?
And you better see the red bands and their tasers. Okay. Red band, blue bands, and tasers.
We have this red man, and then we got 2 blue man Glocks that we're going to utilize as tasers. Do you want those out?
Yeah, not on your person. Yeah, all mags off your person.
My God, we could be here forever with him unloading every mag he has.
Yeah. Come prepared.
Lift up a leg.
I didn't say it's a bad thing. I just have to make it fair for all the teams that come through here. I carry 10, so.
Hold on, let me make sure I got that one. Oh, wait a minute, got another one.
Pretty good. No knives. No airsoft guns. No handcuffs. Not airsoft guns, but no magazines.
Hard.
Oh, I got to my wallet.
Take that too.
Yeah, I dumped the glasses.
All right, guys. Officer Jordan. Officer Kyle Jordan, one of your judges for this event. I'm Vince Carpenter. I'm your other judge. Officer Jordan is going to come through. He's going to do a hands-on safety inspection before we launch. I'm going to brief you at the same time. So listen to what he has to say, but more importantly, listen to what I have to say. Welcome to Tubular Assault. You will be hitting a bus today. The bus is on loan to us, which means we want to return it to the people that gave it to us in the same condition that they gave it to us. That means please don't break anything if you can avoid it. As an example, if you are doing a secondary search or something to that effect, if you have to open a compartment and it doesn't move, please don't snap a lock. Just let us know what you're trying to accomplish. We can simulate that and we can move on with the rest of the scenario. Use of force. If you go hands-on with any of my role players, please go half speed. Please don't hurt anybody. If you go hands-on with someone, give them good, loud, clear verbal commands. They will most likely comply. Since we took your cuffs off you, same thing for handcuffing. Manipulate the hands in the position that you want, simulate the cuffing, they will react accordingly. If you are required by policy or circumstance to put anyone down on the ground, on their knees or on their chest, don't do that. We got nothing but hard rocks out here. I would prefer you to put them in a seated position. We understand that there are some limits as to what we can and can't do realistically with this. Everything will be simulated. That will not be scored negatively against you. One other thing, a word of discretion. What I mean by that is we want to make sure that everything is appropriate, everyone is having a good time, no one is uncomfortable. That means if you are a male officer contacting a female subject or a female officer contacting a male suspect and you have to pat them down or search them for any reason, if you have to go ahead and simulate that. If they have anything on you, they will tell you. We can go ahead and move on with the rest of the scenario. If anyone says ouch or stop or pain, if you are hurting them, go ahead, freeze, stop. We'll figure out what you were trying to accomplish. We will move on with the scenario from there as well. If anyone during the course of this event says stop scenario, that means there's a problem. Freeze in place, don't take another step. We will address the issue, get it fixed, and relaunch from there. Do I have any questions so far, yes or no?
No.
No?
You said seated position, correct? For when, if we
Correct. If you're
extract
taking
somebody?
someone down to the ground,
Okay.
please guide them to a seated position. More comfortable for them. We don't get knees busted up and things like that.
Let's say we cut like the engine of the bus. Do we say simulate and not open it at all?
You can open it if you want, just don't touch any switches for me. Simulate it from there. Okay. All right, folks, safety check is almost done. We are going to get you moving. All good? Who's my team lead this year? All right. Front and center, everyone else gather around me. Informal, please, so my voice doesn't get blown out. How y'all feeling today?
Awesome!
Excellent. You doing well at this event?
Yes.
Okay. Your team, I won't lie, is a little bit of a special circumstance. We know that you come from way, way far out. We are pleased and honored that you decided to make a trip again, despite all odds, windstorms, and vehicle collisions, and semis, and things.
It looked like a shopping cart hit them. I don't know where everyone makes a huge deal.
Well, we all heard.
People think he's coming out looking like this. No, it was just.
Don't blow the story. It sounded very impressive.
She had to wipe salt off to make it look like there was damage.
Holy crap. God.
No respect.
You are so welcome home.
All right, guys. I'm going to get you moving. I hope you enjoy the event. Like I said, without consulting me, they cut this event in half, so there's no tubular salt A or B anymore. So I had to take a lot of things out just because of time concerns. This is going to be your briefing. I'm going to give you the verbal briefing, and then we're going to get moving. We are hitting a city metro bus, which means there is no access to the interior of the vehicle from the rear. Along the passenger side, there is a center opening double door. That is out of play. For the purposes of this scenario and your team, you have one access point. That is going to be the front passenger side. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? Okay. Bus is located directly behind this structure. Front end is facing that way. Rear end is that way. Do you understand that?
Nice.
All right, this is your briefing. Your tactical team has been mobilized in response to a reported commuter bus hijacking. A hostile suspect has forcibly taken control of a Valley Metro bus and as it was traveling through your city. After an extensive vehicle pursuit, the bus was eventually driven to a secluded area near your staging location. The bus has not moved from this location in the past hour, but its exact level of mobility is unknown. Suspect boarded the bus and immediately took all occupants hostage at gunpoint. Suspect's motivations and desires are unknown. Suspect's identity is unknown. Suspect was last seen wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, and white tennis shoes. Furthermore, suspect was last seen carrying a black duffel bag, unknown contents. Multiple shots were fired between the suspect and pursuing officers. No injuries were reported as a result of this initial gunfire. Suspect's weapon was described as a black semi-automatic handgun, possibly a Glock, unknown caliber. Poor visibility via the bus's windows. Sniper observers are on scene. They are telling you that information gathering has been extremely limited due to the tint. They do not have a shot. Unknown how many hostages you have on the bus. Estimated numbers between 8 and 12. Perimeter observers report that there has been a single unprovoked gunshot from the interior of the bus approximately 10 minutes ago. Immediately following this shot, a subject on the bus, unidentified, went to the ground. The exact circumstances surrounding this event and the ultimate resolution is unknown. Negotiation attempts have failed. There has been no contact with the suspect. Tactical Incident Commander has given you the order to assault the bus. You had 30 minutes to complete this event at your start time. That is a little bit less now. This event is live. It is on you. Once you get moving, I'm your radio. Speak to me in plain language. I'll react accordingly if you need to coordinate with command, dispatch, or any outside element.
Turn my radio.
We good? Yeah, mine's on. Just make sure when we're on real fast.
Good.
Alright. Real fast, we already know what we're doing. You know what you're doing.
You good?
The second door is now out of play. I don't
You're still covering it.
Still cover it.
Still
Okay.
cover it. Zach, you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Stay low, below the windows.
All right, we got that. Command. Does sniper observer see anything on the bus? Right, as of right this moment.
There's no activity on the bus since that last shot fired 10 minutes ago.
Live feed.
Right. Can we have a sniper observer hook up with our officer and give us live feed?
Tap
telling
into
us
the camera. Tap into the camera.
And tap into the camera on the bus?
Unfortunately, for whatever reason, we have no access to the interior camera on the bus.
Okay. Can we have the sniper observers on our radio, on one of our radios, and constantly continue feeding us information as this progresses?
I can do that, but the snipers aren't going to give you any additional information.
They won't? Alright. What?
EMS.
Can we get EMS on standby?
This is a little bit different this year. Don't even bother with the exterior stuff. Trauma centers have been notified. EMS is on standby. EOD is on standby. K9s are not going to make it here on time. Air support is unavailable. You're the only team on the ground.
Only if it was that easy in real life. Ready to go, bro?
Alright, I'm ready.
Tox clicking. Clock's ticking.
Are we allowed to deploy our training flashbang?
Yes.
We're allowed to use it?
Oh, the one that actually goes pop?
Yes.
Yeah. Nope, we're going to have to simulate that. Sorry.
So
I would
just
love to, but I
simulate?
can't because
Okay.
of the other teams.
Alright. You guys ready?
So, does he need to grab him to simulate, or is he just gonna?
See the motion and say it loud.
Okay.
And let me know when the bang goes off.
Yep, we'll do.
No, on 2, because we're simulating now.
On 2,
On
apparently.
two.
All right, get up here.
You guys.
We'll let you know when we're posted at the corner. But you guys want to start moving up to your corner?
Alright. Ready, Richland?
Come on.
Alright. Command, be advised, we're going to start making entry toward the bus.
Approach.
Command copies.
Approach to the bus. Approach to the bus.
Command copies.
Go wide on this corner.
No. The bus is going to be right around that corner.
Go right in between these two bushes. Right a hole.
Stop.
I'm going to cut the engine.
Be advised there's no driver and there's no activity from the bus.
10-4. We're on the corner. We're going to proceed to move up and cut the engine. All right, what we need is people to fan this way with the shield. Pass that down, Nick. Okay, we're moving. Oop.
Simulate.
Bus is dead.
Simulate.
Move up.
Simulate.
I got a guy in the middle. We're ready. Suspect down!
Hands up, stand up, stand up. Against the window,
That
against the
time is
window.
supposed to be going down? No? Hey!
What's up?
Is that ticker supposed to be going down, or is it just pause like that?
Put your hands behind your back. Hands
He's
behind
got
your
40.
back.
Fast pitch!
Fast pitch.
Get him up, get him up, get him up. This guy too. Yeah, we're gonna simulate carrying you, man. Go, go, go. We secure the weapon?
Yep, I got it.
Bam!
Keep
Bam!
going.
Roll it TNT with a timer, 44 seconds.
I saw you get the shield. Stop
Stop.
it here. Stop it here. Continue with the scenario, but just keep everyone here. Go.
The bomb is
He's, were you shot?
yeah, he was shot.
Okay.
Going home.
Going home. Tell EMS we got 2 gunshot victims.
Yeah, be advised, command, the EMS.
Up against the fence. Hey, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, we're just gonna do a quick search on you though. Really quick.
You guys said something about that. Stand by first.
He's good, right?
Yep.
Good.
All good.
All right.
Anything else?
Morgan, you search sir? Art, can you search him?
Yes, he's good.
DJ, anything else?
No, I think we're good other than, alright, yeah, we're good.
We're good?
We're just gonna go ahead, call it clear, have EMS roll up for, we need 2 EMS for them. Make sure EMS understands that he's the bad guy and that we're gonna send a cop with him to the hospital.
Alright. Command, be advised, I need 2 EMS to roll up. One suspect is a Hispanic male, blue t-shirt, blue jeans, he's sending an officer with him. We also have another hostage, white shirt, blue jeans. They both have PSW. The rest of the hostages has been cleared.
Okay. Any further action from your team on the ground?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. End scenario?
Yes.
End scenario. End scenario. All right, folks. Outstanding. You took everything off the bus. Give it back to my role players. Anything you took
Big
from
guy
them,
had
just
it.
maybe over.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Go ahead and debrief it.
See you back at 7.
Do you want it back? Alright. So I'm looking and I'm like, is it like frozen? Because it had the 44 seconds and I'm like, it's not moving.
Yeah, I saw how they go. Like,
That's why I'm like, oh well. Where does he want us at? In the bus? Out here? Wait, out here.
Someone's stuff though. I did see that when I looked in. Do we grab it or just take it?
I think we may have kicked it. No, there's no goggles on here. Do you guys see goggles and goggles fall in here?
oh no.
No? Alright.
Oh, the goggles? Yeah, I got them back.
Did I hear someone engage him from the window? The suspect. Did Zach engage him
All right, guys.
from the window?
Yes. Go gather around here. So how did we do this time?
A lot better than last year.
I died. I thought you did okay. I thought you did real well, actually. Okay. I won't downplay it too much. You all did really well. There are a couple things that your team did that I really, really liked. I'm going to talk about those. I'm going to give you a little bit of information, what was behind the scenario, what was our line of thinking, then tell you what I saw about the approach and the exterior, what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay. I gave you suspect, gun, hostages on a bus, shots exchanged with police fire, with police officers. I gave you 1 unprovoked shot on the bus and a subject going down immediately after that. So what do we know?
Someone's been shot.
Do we?
It's probable cause.
Probable cause for what?
Someone's been shot with this immediately about.
Okay. So likely, maybe? Okay. That shot occurred 10 minutes before your team got on the ground, so is this an active shooter situation?
Yes.
It is? 1 shot 10 minutes ago, no follow-up shots, no further activity from the bus. Is this an active shooter anymore?
No.
Okay. 1 shot 10 minutes ago, no immediate action taken at that time, no longer an active shooter. That changes things for us. If this were an active shooter, what would we have done?
Approach more rapidly.
Okay. What's the goal in an active shooter scenario?
Take out the threat.
Go straight to threat. Absolutely. Okay. We definitely had an exigent circumstance. We had the possibility of someone being shot and injured on the bus, so we wanted to get to him quickly. It was something designed to amp you all up a little bit, get you moving a little bit quicker, but was no longer an active shooter. Okay. We decided to split our team, go into two separate components, correct?
Yes.
All right. So we had the two-component team go towards the front of the bus. Who were they?
It was team leader and shield gun.
Okay, you and you. Okay. What were your designations? What's your primary goal?
My primary goal was to watch the window, wait for the team to move up, deploy flashbangs on the second flashbang, pop up, hit the emergency doors so that it's easier to open as the rest of the team floods in, while the shield guys, as soon as that second bang goes off, drops the shield, runs around, and helps the rest of the team.
Okay. Okay. Do you think it was appropriate in this particular situation, under these circumstances, to split you in particular away from this team, given your status?
I would say yes, because this is the way we've trained, and it just seems it would have been a lot easier.
Okay, that's an answer I really don't care about. I'm just messing with you.
Well,
You can never tell. Out of all the years I've done this, I can never tell if you're serious or not. Every year I'm like, oh man.
No, I do that because it's fun for me, and I also want to make sure that you know for sure the tactics behind what you're doing, the reasons behind your doing, why you deploy certain equipment. And in this particular situation, that was just for fun. Splitting your team into two components in this particular case is absolutely appropriate. I've given you a fixed area of containment. This bus hasn't moved. You know exactly where it's at. It's directly behind good concealment and cover. You could have approached from the front or back. It gives you equally the same amount of advantage or disadvantage depending on what you want to do. So splitting your team into two separate components, absolutely appropriate in this situation. Absolutely going towards the driver's front seat from the exterior, something that needs to be done, in my opinion, anytime you do an assault of this manner on this type of a vehicle. I think it just absolutely has to be done, because in real life, trying to get these doors open, for those that have been here before, you've heard me talk about it, you're not breaking the glass on these windows very easily. Most likely, unless you have a barrier penetration round, you may not even be able to shoot through these windows. That's how tough they are. Can't mechanically breach these doors because the hydraulics are incredibly powerful. We're talking possibly tons of force depending on how you come at it. The only way you're going to be able to get to this bus in real life is either bleed it out, which is going to take too much time and it's going to be too noisy, or you're going to have to find some way to actuate the interior controls. That driver's side window is a sliding window with a crappy metal lock on the back. It is the only one that is viable for a mechanical breach and then reaching into the interior. The flashbang distractions. Deploying your flashbangs before your entry team had the possibility of entering this vehicle. Was that an appropriate use of equipment?
yes.
Okay. What were you trying to accomplish?
Distract the hostages and the hostage taker away from where my team is.
Okay. All right. So you deployed the flashbangs where?
Toward the middle to the rear of the bus.
Okay. Makes sense. When you deploy a distraction device, a flashbang, if you will, what are you expecting? How much time is that going to give you?
3 to 5 seconds, maybe.
Okay. I ask that same question every year, and I ask it for most of the teams that come through here. I don't care what the paper says. When you use a DD, it's going to give you exactly 1/2 second. Okay? You can maybe get a little more out of it, but you can't count on it. And I'm talking about if you open the door and you drop it right at the guy's feet. Okay? We've been around them. They don't hurt that much. They're not that bright. They don't cause that much smoke. They're not that loud. Okay? That is a momentary distraction. Okay? In this situation, if you wanted to use it to turn their head, that's a possibility. Okay? I got no problems with that. Me personally, and a lot of people may not agree with me, but my team and my personal philosophy, when you're doing this type of maneuver, drop that thing inside. Okay? If you have access to that window and you can reach into it, you can toss a flashbang down the aisle. It's going to be magnified, and you might end up hurting someone a little bit, but we can deal with that. Okay? The exterior flashbang might get his head to turn, but then he's going to turn his head right back. Okay?
Reason why we don't toss them in is because we actually did a couple training, and we actually had a woman who had her baby there and put her in there, and we all did like 80 push-ups for that because of how much damage that would cause to the actual baby inside. And because we didn't have the confirmation if there's an infant or a small child in there, we didn't want to take that liability and that risk to cause massive bodily harm to her.
Okay, I like that. I like that answer. And that does make sense. Okay, this is sort of a trade-off. Me personally, it depends on how much liability are you personally willing to take and how much is your department going to let you take. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. When we train these scenarios, My team's going in through that center door if the circumstances are appropriate for it. And if we pop open the center door, we have a better pie view on both sides. We're stacked on both sides towards the interior. So we can sort of tell whether someone is inside or outside. Plus with the doors open, it is going to vent a little bit of that pressure. I'm just trying to give you different options. I'm saying that the flashbang on the interior is not outside the realm of possibility. I think it would be more effective. And in this situation, if you're not comfortable with it, for those administrative concerns, I understand that. We've all got to live with that. My department has similar policies. But also recall, this guy has already shot at officers. There's a possibility that he shot someone on the interior of the bus. This is a high-risk, high-threat level HRT. Could you deploy one on the interior blind? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. All right. I think I've talked a whole bunch about the exterior stuff